Yeah.
So there's lots of people chit-chatting.
Oh, I know. I spoke to Tara, and I just told her the reality of what's kind of been going on. I mean, I know that people are going to say whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
I told Tara that after the POV, I was just going to sit you both down and tell you absolutely everything that's been going on. Because there's a lot of shadiness.
Yeah.
A lot of lying happening. And I think why I'm struggling with it is because, I don't know, I feel like there's one way to play this game where you just like tell people to their face
I agree.
what's going on.
I agree, and
or
that's
you
mine.
don't, you know, it doesn't need to be smoke and mirrors every time. You don't need to manipulate people every time. You can be honest.
I agree.
And there's been none of that in terms of when it's come to me and Brayden. So this whole thing has kind of just been like,
yeah, no, I know.
Us.
I know. It's not fair.
No. And, you know, I don't want you and Tara to think that we're throwing you under the bus. We're not. I want you guys to do well. So if the POV norms stay the same, I'm pretty sure I would be leaving. So I want to just tell you guys everything so that you go as far as possible.
Yeah. I hope that, fuck, it's just such a shitty situation. It really is. Don't get upset. Don't you dare. You got your makeup all freshly done. Don't you dare.
I know.
Don't you dare. Come here, give me a hug. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay? I just wish there was a secret power. We could just blow their fucking shit right out of the way.
I'm just upset because, like, I really do, like, love you and Tara and respect you guys so much. And I want you to do well, so.
Don't get upset, Mama. Don't.
That's it, you know?
Don't. Come here. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
These people have been really shitty.
I know.
And I think that you two haven't been. I know that you guys have been straight up and honest and real. So I just want you guys to do well.
Thank you. Don't cry. Come on, it's not over yet.
No, I know.
Not over yet, okay?
I know. It's just been like a hell of a 2 days.
I know, it's not fair.
Yeah. And it makes me upset mostly for like Brayden and stuff, just because like I feel like I can handle when people are doing it to me, but when I see it being done to like a friend of mine, it really hurts me.
Yeah, I know.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
I know.
A lot of people said a lot of things to us about us.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I'd hope that you guys, like you and Tara, know how me and Brayden are. We're not those people.
No, listen, we know where the source of all this is. And if given the opportunity, there's got to be a move made.
Yeah, and you know, I think you guys know that if I was still here and I had any sort of power, you know that you guys would be fine.
Yeah. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit going around.
Yeah.
And I could probably peg at least 3 people where it's coming from. At least 3.
There's more than 3.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. Because there's quite a bit of this that's coming from Vic. Quite a bit that's also coming from Rohan. So,
yeah,
that's kind of the situation. I mean, we're not like in the position to be throwing him under the bus. People made promises to us. People told us things. At the end of the day, we know that it's you and Tara for sure who didn't do this. So why are we?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I appreciate that.
You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit going around, and you know, I know there's a component to the game that, you know, does require, you know, a little bit of lying type thing, but I really believe that you can actually play this game without.
Yeah. And
to the extent of the way some people are playing it.
It doesn't need to be so blatant every time where you tell people one thing and then go and run to a room and say, oh, they said this, this, and this, when it's not the truth. Because that was what was happening to Brayden and I yesterday, but we're just like, honestly, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, we can't take anything that any of these people say at face value.
No.
So whatever.
No,
whatever.
It's bullshit. It really is. It's,
literally,
you know,
because
and if it's not one person, they're going to do it to another person. If it's not that person, they're going to fucking find another person to do it to. Right?
Yeah. I'm happy to lay it all out for you guys, let you know kind of what we've been dealing with.
Yeah.
And what has been said. And I mean, it's unfortunate that people like Vic and like Ro are choosing to side with them. because they see it taking them farther, because that doesn't need to be the reality of the situation.
It doesn't.
But that's what it is. And if it's going to follow that trajectory, then I'm happy to stand by people that are respectful and kind and all of those things.
Thank you.
And they can do that, because I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not stooping to that.
I'm not
to that
doing
game.
that.
No,
No.
that's bullshit. I'm not going around talking about people.
No.
And everyone came here to play a different game.
Yeah.
And certain people play a game a certain way. It just doesn't
Yeah.
mean that they're playing it just because they're not playing it the way they're playing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
honestly, I respect any move game-wise. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be mean.
No.
So. That's kind
After
of
all, we still have to keep our humanity and respect.
Well, yeah, that's my
right?
thing, right? Like, I just feel, I don't know, feel let down by a lot of people, especially just like for Brayden's sake with like Beth, because she's done a lot of it.
I know.
And she said like, oh, like you guys are my best friends in this house. I knew week 2 that she wasn't a friend.
You can see through it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel bad that, she can act that way and then do what she's doing. I think that that's really bad. Like, that's not something that I would do to someone and pretend to be their friend.
No.
At that point, you just tell them, honestly, this is what it is. Love you as a person. This is how it's going to play out.
Yeah.
Period.
Leave it at that.
You don't need to bullshit. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to do those things at this point.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. And then, like I say, it's that time. It's that time in the game where if someone gets it, they need to make that move. They need to start weeding out that bullshit.
Yeah, because it is bullshit. And I was saying to Brayden too, I'm like, it is a game. 100% it's a game. But part of this game is your personal relationships.
Yeah.
And it's going to come back to bite a lot of them.
Well, it is too, because they got to start thinking about jury management and how people are gonna, vote in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
No, like we were just, I was telling Tara that basically Ro told me and Brayden yesterday, like, if I'm picked for the veto and I win it, I'm taking one of you off.
Wow.
100%. And I said, are you sure? And he said, yes.
100%.
I asked him
That's what he
5
said.
times.
Wow.
I asked him 5 times. And I
Apparently,
said,
it was
"Are
presumable.
you sure?" And he said, yes. I swear, 100%, of course. To the point where he said, like, even if like it's between the 3 of us, throw it to me.
Wow.
So that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. He's like, oh, like, hopefully, like, that doesn't change your perception of me. It's like, you don't need to lie to my face. If it were me, and I knew that that wasn't what I was going to do, I would not tell someone on the block, throw it to me. I would say, honestly, I'm not in a position.
You should fight. You should
I'm not
fight
in a
for your
position
game.
to take you off because I think it would ruin my game. So
Yeah.
go ahead, have at
Yeah.
it.
Fight for your game.
Have at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think that's just wrong. I wouldn't do that to someone.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm not about it. So I told Brayden if I leave, it's fine. I'm happy with how I've handled myself.
And be proud of that.
Yeah. So I'm cool with it.
Let's just hope there's some secret power that's going to get hauled out and really throw a wrench into their games.
Because Tina, if I'm here, I don't give a shit. I know none of those people are going to vote for me in jury anyway, so I will tear the house down. Trust me.
You know what? I would pay to watch that.
Trust me.
I would pay to watch that, Austin.
Beth had told me before that the reason that I wasn't in with the boys is because I wasn't flirty with them.
Oh, fuck.
So, I mean, I would have...
Gag me now,
Yeah.
right?
So if that's why I'm not in it, I'm cool with that.
Good on you, girl. Good on you. Don't stoop to that bullshit at all.
No.
Right?
I'm not.
How's Brayden doing with it?
He's really disappointed.
Yeah.
And he's really upset. And like, I think the hard part is like, there's just like a personal level to it where it's like, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it already sucks that it's invisible and it's behind closed doors and it's whatever. And like, we were fine. Like, we literally told ourselves like, it's either me and you or Jen and Ty going to block, depending on who has it.
Yeah.
We were prepared for that, but we weren't prepared for just the meanness.
Yeah.
And the blatant just like playing you to your face. Like, it's not necessary.
No.
We're on
At
the
this
block.
point, that's right.
We're on the fucking block. It's not
Yeah.
necessary.
No.
You don't need to be mean. You know, we're on
No.
slop. We're on the block.
Yeah. How much more can you want to throw, right? Yeah, no, I hear you. I hate that you're in the position, I really do.
The thing is, I don't think we would have been had it not been invisible. I'm fairly certain it would have been you and Tara.
Yeah, I would say. And I'm expecting that. I'm surprised it hasn't been yet, to be quite honest with you.
They've been like, the boys and stuff have come to me and Braden multiple times to be like, oh yeah, like the 5 of us will make it far. It's obviously all bullshit, as you can see by this week.
Yeah.
But they said, like, you know, there are people in this game who get by on not doing anything and they're not going to touch the block. And
But see, the thing about it is just because they're playing the game a certain way doesn't mean I'm not playing the game my way.
You guys haven't been on the block. You guys haven't pissed anyone off. If you were sitting next to any of them in Final 2, who would I be voting for? You.
Perhaps my game is more social, more personable. Just because I'm not doing what they're doing doesn't mean I'm not playing my game.
No.
Right? Just because I'm not sitting down having in-depth conversations with people about gameplay and about people doesn't mean I don't have my game up here.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%.
So.
In season 6, Anthony, or season 7, Anthony, he didn't win anything.
Right?
And you've been close to winning. I'm sure you will win something.
Please God.
You will. You will. He didn't win
right?
anything and he made it to Final 2.
Yeah. So, you know, just because people aren't playing the games that they want their games to be played doesn't mean, right?
I agree.
We each play our games completely different.
I agree.
So, that will fuel my fire just a little bit.
Hope so.
Are you sharing the tea?
I'm sharing, some of the tea, and I'll just
Yeah.
sit you guys down and
We'll
just tell you about
We'll have a nice
everything
chat
over.
later.
Because if Braden or I go, I want you two to do really well.
No,
And
it's got to stop. I'm over it.
It's stupid.
I'm so over it.
It's
Like,
stupid.
you know, I'm throwing up in my mouth just to sit in the fucking kitchen right now.
No, even just, it's just the cackling, good morning. It's
I
like,
know. I thought that was so
That was
in bad
fucking
taste.
unreal.
and then coming up to my shower while I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck
Especially
off.
too, they're kind of tall. Don't get close to the shower.
No.
You're kind of
Yeah,
tall.
exactly.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you are like kind of like tall.
Yeah, you can kind of look
It's very
over.